you think an Audi RS3 is quicker than a BMW M2? Do you think it's quicker than a BMW M3? What about a BMW M4 CS? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. Wow, that was a quick car. So we did just start filming. We was about to start filming, and Amar goes, "Right, you ready?" He's making out like his hashtag on it. I said, "Amar, where's the mic?" Oh, let me just go grab that, innit?
Amar, you got the mic, yeah? Where's the mic?
Right, guys, so this is the star of the show today. It is my favourite purchase of the week. It is a wicked spec Audi RS3 in Ara Blue. Right, so Audi RS3. The last time I had one of these on my channel was, I reckon it was a couple of years ago, man. We don't have many RS3s here at Binker. We haven't had loads in stock over the years, and I've definitely not had many on my channel. In fact, the one that sort of sticks out to me is I got a plane to Scotland and I bought a Nardo Grey Saloon Audi RS3 from a subscriber of the channel. He actually won it in a raffle online, and he wanted the money, he wanted to just have some fun with it, sell it. I flew there, I literally got a plane there. How cool was that? Bought the car, drove it home, it was an amazing car. But then I done a follow-up video on that car saying I just wasn't too impressed with it. It kind of generated it generated some comments, as you can imagine. But I look at an RS3, a Saloon in particular, and look at say a BMW M3, and I just feel like an M3 offers a bit more. But what's really special, let me know your thoughts on that, by the way, because I am curious to see what everyone thinks. But what is really special about RS3s is the whole reason why they exist is because Audi got an Audi S3, yeah, which everyone loves. I'm currently daily driving the one on Planet Dreams, by the way. That probably would have been given away by the time this video goes live. If it hasn't, Audi S3s, everyone loves them, right? 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, brilliant car. Then Audi brought out the Audi RS3 in 2012, I think, and it's essentially the same car in a 5-door only, then didn't do a 3-door. Little bit, do they have wide arches? Maybe they do. Are they a little bit wider? Possibly a little bit wider than the S3 arches. Audi are kind of famous for two things, yeah? One, the Quattro four-wheel drive system that was originally on the Audi UR Quattro, the original Audi Quattro, yeah? That is the first thing that they are famous for. The second thing, guys, is the 5-cylinder engine. Now, let's just put the point on this car. So I'm guessing the logic from Audi's point of view was they got probably their best-selling car at the time, the Audi A3 body. They made the S3, and they had a great success with that. And then they must have thought, well, let's just get a 5-cylinder engine and pull it under the bonnet of one of our RS3s. We're going to call it the RS3. That badge on the top of that engine. Now, there aren't many cars in the world that have a 5-cylinder engine under the bonnet. And going back to the one that I bought in Scotland, one thing that you cannot deny about an RS3 is one, how beautiful it drives, and two, how beautiful it sounds. So although an M3 in comparison, I believe has more character, the characteristics of the engine under the bonnet of one of these cars is quite exceptional. Now, this car came in as a bit of stock a couple of days ago, and you see we've had it clean, it's ready to sell. The customer bought it brand new, so it's got one owner from new, and it's got a specific level of spec. By the way, it came in part exchange against the E90 M3 that we've done a video on recently. The low mileage car, I can't remember the mileage on the car, but I'll put it on the screen now. That was an exceptional car, low mileage, manual gearbox, really good history, and the customer basically just decided that he wanted a change. There was no reason why he wanted to sell this car. You can see it's absolutely stunning. He just said it was time for a change, and he fancied a V8. Fair enough, yeah? As part of change this in, done a deal, took the M3 away. Now this car, the spec level, you can see that it does not have a pan roof, which for me personally, I say it all the time, I love a car with a pan roof. My Audi S3 that I'm driving at the minute, that's got a panoramic roof. That's a 2009 car. I think it looks incredible for a 2009 car. The customer that bought this car brand new, our customer, he specifically did not want a pan roof, yeah? To get a pan roof on an Audi RS3, you have to spec the Sports Edition, which is £6,500. And as part of that pack, you don't just get a pan roof, you also get the Super Sport big bucket seats, yeah? Which is a big feature on these cars, which my Nardo Grey one that I bought from Scotland didn't have, which was one of the reasons why I found it quite disappointing. This car has got the standard seats, yeah? Standard, should we call them sport seats? With Napa leather. It was actually optioned with a Napa leather option, but I just found that quite disappointing, all right? But the customer didn't want a pan roof, so he specifically spec'd this car with the sports pack, which consists of mag ride, and the sports exhaust, which I think is really good. We're going to go through the full spec list shortly. But if you look at this car, how can anyone say anything bad about this car? RS3s are like bloody chicken tikka masala in the curry world, yeah? Everyone likes chicken tikka masala. You can't knock a chicken tikka masala, can you? You cannot knock an RS3. I did, and it caused a bit of a stir. So we are going to be going for a little drive in this video shortly. I am actually quite excited about driving it. I've actually become quite obsessively, quite obsessed even with looking at RS3s online. I just think they're, I'll admit, I think they're proper cool, man. I like them a lot. So I'm looking forward to going for a little drive in there. I think what we're going to do is, I've covered as much as I want to cover in this section of the video. We're going to go through spec. We're going to do a car vertical check to talk about the background history on this car. We're also going to talk about values of these cars, because it's quite incredible how much this car has or hasn't depreciated in the time that it's been around. It's 3 years old, so you'd expect most cars would have depreciated by close to 50% in that period. This car hasn't. And yeah, then we're going to go for a drive, do Draggy times, because we don't actually have a RS3 on our Draggy leaderboard, all right? Let's jump in. That is it. So this car is proper fresh. It smells fresh. I said this in a video recently. I think it was the M3 video. Get them paper mats out of the way. That I wish you could smell through a video. You know, it's got Bang & Olufsen. Them speakers just look so good. Even the subtle white light, I like that a lot. Little touches. I didn't mention about the journey of the RS3. In fact, let's just get the engine started before I talk about the journey of the Audi RS3. Start-stop button. It's got a start-stop button, which is pretty cool. But one thing I did find interesting is we're going to do a quick hashtag key check, but we're going to kick it off with the key on my 2009 Audi S3. Ready? Yeah, there it is there. This has actually got a little cover on it, but that is just a traditional Audi key, yeah? A little flip key to it, yeah? The RS3 key looks like this. I'm sweating, by the way, absolutely sweating. Ready? Hashtag key check. It's the exact same key, yeah? This car is 11 years newer than my Audi S3 that, I say mine, or Planet Dreams, or yours. It could be one of yours. It will be one of yours at some point soon, which I find quite disappointing, but it's got a start-stop button, so you don't actually need to get the key out of your pocket. That is what it sounds like. The reason why I'm super keen to get it started is I want to get the aircon on. So the Audi RS3 came out in 2012, yeah? Everyone loved it. It was a wonderful car, it looked amazing. And in fact, I've been looking at them as a potential car for Planet Dreams. I'm looking to, if anyone's got one for sale, reach out to me, yeah? I do want to buy one. Then the 8, that was the 8P, then the 8V come out in 2015. And again, a beautiful car, like lovely looking thing. Then they facelifted that RS3 in 2017, I think. And then with the facelift, they give you a virtual cockpit, which is wonderful. By the way, I've not even mentioned the mileage on this car, have I? I think it's got 20,700 miles, but I can't actually work out how to display the mileage currently. Oh, it's straight in front of you, Cal. 20,597. Also, with the facelift, you've got a new front end, new headlights, newer rear lights, just a few subtle changes here and there, all right? They also have different variants of engine, although I'm not totally clued up about that, but I'm sure there'll be lots of RS3 fanatics in the comments below that will tell you a bit more about that. Obviously, this is a one-owner car. Some cars you just get a really good feeling about, yeah? When you get in this car, the overall feeling, the condition, the smell, it just feels like a really well-loved car. It has only done 20,000 miles, so you'd kind of expect it to be in good nick, but it just feels good, this car. But nevertheless, if you're buying a car, I would always not even recommend, it is vital that you do your background checks when you're buying a car, yeah? If you're buying off a dealer, it's not so bad because you kind of got a bit of a comeback, but specifically, if you're buying privately, do you know what, just do them regardless, yeah? This is Car Vertical, this is who I use to do my checks. I will link them in the description below. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you will know that I use them a lot. Here we go, it says Audi A3, it just does that, just ignore that. This is an RS3. You can see there, it's not been stolen, the mileage is correct, it's got no finance on it, and it's got no damage on it, all right? It's all green ticks, it's a stunning car, stunning example. It's nothing, I expected it would look like that anyway, but I will show you an example of a crashed Audi RS3. And that's kind of what you do or don't, however you want to look at it, what do or don't want to see when you're doing a car vertical check on a car that you're about to buy, all right? So make sure you do your checks when you're buying a used car. I'll link them in the description below, and use my code CCD to get a discount on your car check, all right? Something else I want to show you quickly whilst we're at it, the spec list. So I haven't had as much joy finding the spec list. This is actually one that came with the car from Audi. Fine Napa leather, with RS embossed logo. That's cool. I like that. That's very nice. How much was that? £662.50. Then we've got a crystal effect paint, the Ara paint. I can't believe I've not touched on that again. What a paint colour that is. I think it looks absolutely stunning in this colour. It's quite a rare colour. That colour option was £645.83. The WBI Comfort and Sound Pack, I'm guessing that is quite obvious what that is. We've got the Bang & Olufsen system, that's the most important thing there. 829 quid though that was. The door mirrors, auto dimming and folding, £229, I suppose that's all right. The 19-inch rotor style alloy wheels, I think they're available with different colour options. This has got the titanium diamond cut option, 270 quid. And then at the bottom there, we've got the Audi Sport Pack, the Audi Sport Pack, sorry, that I mentioned earlier in this video, and that there was £1,416, £1,416. Now, finally, before we hit the road, I want to quickly talk about values, and we're going to do that using my platform, enterreg.com. It's a car trade only platform. Obviously, if you're a car trader and you're not on board, or you're a silly sausage, you need to get on it. There's loads of us on board. We've got a whole team of car traders on board with this platform, and it's brilliant. It's just brilliant. It's just good. Yeah, you need to be on board, all right? So you can see here, Audi RS3 with 20,700 miles. And if we open that up, you'll see that the trade value of this car is really far apart from the retail value. According to Auto Trader, the trade value is 31,938, which is at the top there. And the retail value is 39,304. Now, we've just advertised this car for £38,500, just below retail, and it's getting interest straight away. They're a love car. They're a really love car. So thought I'd quickly touch on that. I think what we need to do now is end this section of the video and begin the drive and see how this mag ride deals with the bumpy road, and see how well the 400 brake horsepower RS3 5-cylinder beautiful engine sounds and copes and performs on the Draggy leaderboard. Oh wait, hold on, before we go out for a little drive, let's quickly talk about the new price of this car. What do you think the new price of this car was? I'm actually unsure if this is even right, but it must be right because it's coming from Cap Black Book, which is like, they're a big company. Cap are massive, right? The new price of this car, according to Cap, and it's got a specific Cap ID for this exact car, was £44,950, so 45 grand. That might not have included, by the way, if you're wondering why it's suddenly dark or the lighting's changed, it's because I just packed everything away and then realised that I haven't talked about values yet. That might not include the spec list, but let's say the spec was 3 grand. Well, this car today is worth, well, the book value is £40,000 basically. So it's barely lost any money at all in the 3-year period that it's been around. Let's just have a quick look at what's the price of a new Audi RS3. New Audi RS3 price, they've obviously gone up because of COVID, and you know, new prices go up year on year. Price from 54, let's get a screenshot of that, from 54 to £63,000. So yeah, they've increased the prices of new RS3s by loads. Let's now hit the roads. This is it, we're turning left onto our little road. Hold on a sec, let that car go. Let that car go first. So this is it, this is where the route starts in a 2020 Audi RS3. So what we're going to do now is we're currently in comfort mode. We're going to hit the drive select button and go to dynamic mode. Obviously you can go individual and set it all up as you wish, but dynamic is kind of the most erratic mode, if you like. It's going to have really firm suspension, tougher steering, which feels wonderful, by the way. And I haven't even talked about the steering wheel. The steering wheel is such a nice very good looking steering wheel. Feels good. It's got a flat bottom as well, red stitching on the inside, and it's got 2 materials. It's got Alcantara on the hand grips and then leather on the rest of the wheel as well. I like that a lot. So yeah, currently in dynamic mode, and going to click the gear shifter over to the left to put it in manual. We're going to shift it down, listen to it. Do you know what? The rev lights on the dash look so bloody cool. They are wicked. I'm going to have to try and get a shot of them. So let me just explain how an RS3 delivers power. They're a little bit laggy, yeah? I think part of the problem I have with these cars, or had when I bought that grey one from Scotland, is they're a bit laggy and then it's just boost. And And then once you're in boost, it's just boost, 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 all the way through the gears, all right? So that is exciting. But part of the problem that I had when I bought that one from Scotland, by the way, this is the bumpy road, the famous bumpy road. It's a horrible, horrible road, this is, but it's a perfect test route for cars like this. So you can see it is firm. I don't know how that's looking through the camera. My camera's stabilisation is generally quite good, but it's very firm, but then I'll be an idiot to be complaining that it's firm because that's kind of the purpose of the car, isn't it? So yeah, expectations, that's what I was talking about, because I talk about the word expectations so much in my videos. And when I went there to see that, to buy that Audi RS3, I was so excited about buying it. Every review on the planet just talks so highly of these cars. So I went there with this massive expectation, like that car was going to be an absolute superhero of a car. An absolute superhero of a car, and it was good, but it wasn't as I expected. So now currently my expectations are really low. I'm like, do you know what, I've driven one of them before and I'm not actually that excited about them, but today I feel completely different. I put my foot down, the noise, the power, and bear in mind I drove to work this morning in that 2009 Audi S3, so I'm driving a very sort of an older, less good, is that even a word? Not so good version of this car. I'm driving a better version, a newer version, with a 5-cylinder engine, and you know what? It's just so much better, man. Such a nice thing. So I don't really know what else to report other than the fact that I've got a Jag in front of me. Jag, KP. They're a good car for the money, isn't they? 56 plate Jag. Go treat yourself to one of them. You'll love it. Don't know what else to report. I've got my Draggy box down here. Anything else I want to say? There is a lot I could say. There is a lot, but this video could go on forever. We're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to cut to Draggy times now and see where it falls on the Draggy leaderboard. Is it as quick as a, I don't know, like a tuned Audi S3? Is it as quick as an F80 M3? We done an F80 M3 the other day, didn't we? Yes, we did. We've done a video on the San Marino Blue F80 M3. Can't remember what time we'd done 20 to 70 mile an hour in that car, but I'll put it on the screen now. That car there is now sold, and we sold that car for almost exactly the same amount of money as this car. Would you rather have that or this for the same amount of money? That's a good question to ask. Yeah, let me know. That's a 2018, this is a 2020. This has got 400 brake horsepower. That's got about 440 brake horsepower, but we was a bit unsure if it was tuned because it was bloody quick. Let me know in the comments below. Let's just go do Draggy times, yeah? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Come on. Oh, that wasn't a proper launch. Got the gearbox in manual mode. Felt good. It felt good. I know full well I can do better than that, though. I know I can. I've just done 4.70 seconds, which I know we can do a lot better than that. So I'm going to do a couple more runs. I might show them on camera. I don't know. But 1, we need to engage launch control. 2, I need to get traction control off. And 3, I just know we can do better. That's it. That's it. That's a better run. That is a better run. 4.35 seconds. So at this point, I don't actually know how quick we've done the 2070 in the F80 M3. I don't know because we haven't edited that video yet, so we haven't actually got that on the leaderboard. So you lot know before I do, which is a bit weird, but who cares about that? Let's do one more run. Come on, that's it. That's a much better one. Much better. That is the one. Dum, dum, dum. Yes. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to pull over and we're going to look at the Draggy leaderboard and see where the RS3 falls in comparison to all the other cars on the leaderboard, all right? Let's go. Right, so I've pulled over on the side of the road because I really want to analyse these Draggy times perfectly, yeah? But let's quickly talk about the runs that we've just done. So the third and final run was actually the fastest run of the lot, I can confirm that. And the reason for that was we had traction control turned off and the launch was the best out of the lot as well. It's very easy to launch this car. You just put your foot hard on the brake, really hard on the brake, full throttle, ping off the brake, and then it goes. It's effortless as well. It just feels like it just calmly takes, I say calmly, savagely, but not dangerously, takes off the mark, forward drive, and it just sends its way through the gears. It done 20 to 70 mile an hour in 4.29 seconds, which is an amazing time for any stock car. And if you look at the Draggy leaderboard, I don't think that's as quick as the F80 M3, is it? It's the exact same speed as my BMW M2 2017 N55 Stage 2 430 brake horsepower car. But obviously that being a manual, this is an auto, that's kind of like, if anything, that M2 done really well. An M2 competition's just above that at 4.17, but it does make it quicker than an M4 convertible. A W204 C63 AMG, which I think is quite impressive. They're 450 brake horsepower. But I can see on the leaderboard at position 18, we've got my BMW M4 CS in stock, with the stock map, 450 brake horsepower. That done it in 3.96 seconds. I know you're probably thinking, well, that's a CS, Calvin. This is like a run-of-the-mill car. Yeah, but a CS doesn't actually have any more power than a normal M4. So let's just hit the road. Yeah, let's hit the road and end the video. My overall feeling is I really like this car. Really, really like it. I feel like for me personally, like I said to you, I've been looking at RS3s. I'm really interested or really keen to either get an early car like an 8P 2012, that sort of thing, preferably with a pan roof, but they just don't seem to have pan roofs. But if anyone's got one, please do reach out. Maybe in a really early high mileage, to like a 2015 8V, that would be really cool for the channel. I think it'd be good for a line of content, and it would also be a great giveaway car on Planet of Dreams. I know it's a very pricey car, but I feel like we can make it happen, man. So if anyone's got either one of them two cars, entry level, yeah, let's get a low budget one. I want it to be a bit of a risk. I want it to be a bit of a challenge. I want it to be something with a big question mark over it. I don't want it to be perfect, because I think it will make good bit of content, and like I say, once it's all done, it'll be a great prize at the end of it. All right, something else that would be quite cool would be an entry-level BMW M3 or M4, so keep that in mind as well. If you've got one for sale, please do reach out. But yeah, I absolutely love it. One thing is for certain, is it's going to make a great bit of stock. It is such a good bit of stock, low mileage, people love them, and I'm pretty sure that by the time this video goes live, it will be sold. If it's not, I'll link Binker Retail in the description below. I do want to touch on one more thing before I go. Chicken tikka masala. Is that a bit of an insult to an Audi RS3? I think it is a bit of an insult. I think RS3s are a little bit more spicy than masala, aren't they? If I was like a curry lover now, what would I go? Do you know what? Forget curry, it's all about biryani. Audi RS3s are like a lamb biryani, or a chicken biryani, a meat biryani. You could, one meal for the rest of your life, biryani, one car for the rest of your life, an Audi RS3. I'm going to wrap it up and leave it as that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, do me a favour, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I'll link car vertical in the description below as well. Make sure you do your bloody car checks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.